Hello there, my name is Caro and this is Couch Yoga. So whenever you feel like you need a mindful moment, but a moment is all you have, you can do this simple practice from your sofa or maybe straight from your bed. You're only gonna need some cushions, 3 ideally, but we can do with 1 as well. I'm already sitting on one just to help elevate my hips a little bit more and keep my spine straight. And before we get started, I'd invite you for a little breath practice. So get comfortable, whatever that means for you. You might need to get the wiggles out or maybe just find that perfect spot. I'm resting my back against the sofa already, so that helps keep the spine straight as well. And if that's available for you, I'd invite you to just close your eyes. Hands can fall wherever they naturally fall. If you like, you can just place them onto your lap, onto your knees. Maybe just feel your body a tiny bit to turn your attention inwards to your body, your mind, your spirit. Taking this as an opportunity to check how you're feeling today. What brings you here? And if you've got that, or even if you don't, you might want to place your hands onto the side of your ribs. And just try the next time you take an inhale, if you can feel your ribs expanding onto the sides and pushing against your hands, contracting on an exhale. Just a few more times like this, trying to breathe into your ribs. Your belly will move, your chest will move. That's only natural. But can you see if it's the ribs that mainly move? As always, that's just an invitation, so if anything feels off, please try to find something that works well for you. In this case, it can mean just sitting still and breathing gently without modifying anything. Or maybe not in stillness, but swaying side to side, tapping your body, whatever feels good for you. And if you are breathing with me to your ribs, let's just take one more inhale and one more exhale. Awesome, you can release your hands if they were there. If your eyes were closed, you can blink them open as well. And we're gonna move to the body now, starting very gently with our necks. So I'm just gonna move my chin left to right a few times. I know this is relatively easy, but can you try and slow it down? See if you can feel something you maybe wouldn't notice if you were just moving left to right automatically. And next time you're in the center, can you bring the chin to your chest and move your chin from the chest to your left shoulder, back to center, and your right shoulder. Just a few times like this. Not pushing, not contracting. Just warming up the joints and the muscles. Or maybe they are warm enough and we're just trying to release now. Next time you're in the center, can you stay here just for a little bit longer, imagining your chin trying to reach the chest, not thinking about the neck, releasing the neck, just focusing on the chin itself. And after a moment, bringing that chin to the ceiling, slowly opening the neck. Stay here for a moment and release, come back to the center. Now we're gonna do the shoulders. So you might automatically try and circle your shoulders just like this easily, but can you see if this can start from your shoulder blades? So imagine you're moving your shoulder blades up and down, just trying to draw very gentle circles. And gentle is subjective, so they're going to be as big or small as you like. Just lifting your shoulder blades, pulling them apart, pulling down, and connecting them at the back again. Few more times, both directions. This might help bring some relief to your shoulder muscles here if they tend to be tense more often than not. Okay, and once you have that, you can release the shoulder blades, placing one hand to your side, lifting the other arm on an inhale, and very gently stretching the side of the body. We're going to stay here for a breath. Come back to center, other side, lifting the arm up and going to the side. One more. So my left arm is now going towards the right side, and I'm going to gently shift my chest towards that right side too. Opening the chest and closing a few times. Come back to center, other side. So same thing happens here. I'm gonna open my chest to the ceiling and close it to the side. Moving the arm that's above our heads from behind our body to in front. Release, come back to center. You might want to shake the arms out. And now I'm gonna come from my pillow to the edge of the sofa. So the insides of my knees are actually meeting the sofa there. Legs can be as wide or as narrow as you feel comfortable. The left leg stays where it is, and I'm gonna lift my right leg and see if I can, without touching, have the right ankle travel and rest on my left knee, opening the right knee to the side. So now we're opening the hips, not pushing too hard, and you can stay here and just sway if that's enough, or maybe folding the upper body forward just a tiny bit. We don't want to put too much pressure onto that right hip. Come back up. If you were folded, release the leg, and now the other side. So lifting my left leg, alone. There is a chance that your spine is helping you here. Just try to come back with a straight-ish spine, trying to very gently push that left knee away to help the hip open up just a little bit more. And again, you can stay here or just very gently fold forward with your upper body. Maybe swaying side to side. Okay, come back to center. Both feet on the ground now, opening the knees a little bit wider. And now with a straight spine, I'm just going to start folding forward until I feel there's no way I'm not going to bend my spine. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, moving down towards the floor, arms heavy. You can release your shoulders. And if you don't know what it means, you might want to shake them just side to side a little bit to help them relax. Head just hanging in there as well. You might want to adjust your seat to make it more comfortable. You can take this moment to breathe a little more mindfully if you'd like. Maybe swaying side to side with your upper body. Maybe even moving your arms from one foot to the other. If you were moving your upper body, come back to center. Straighten the spine, using your hands to help you. And now lift the upper body back up. And before we move to the floor, you can just use this opportunity to move the sides as well. So I'm going to place my left elbow onto the left knee, opening the right arm towards the ceiling on the left, as if I was trying to reach for something. And it's not necessarily just on my left, it's very high up too. Again, you can sway a little here, so opening the chest to the ceiling and closing it. It doesn't have to be static. Come back to center, and let's do the same on the other side. So right elbow to the right knee, left arm up and over the head, opening the left side of the body. Again, either staying here in stillness or maybe moving the shoulder to the back and front a little bit. Come back to center. And now we're going to move to the floor. So if you have 3 pillows, take 3 pillows with you. If you have 1, take just 1. And I'm going to sit on one of those, leaving some distance between the sofa and myself. You might want to come into butterfly, so your feet touch in the center, opening the knees to the sides. And we're going to use the 2 pillows as a support for the knees, just to make it a little bit more restful. So once you have that, maybe this is enough and you want to stay here, but maybe you want to fold forward too, resting your arms onto the sofa. If you have a 4th pillow, you can place it in between the sofa and your head. Or maybe you want to build fists of your hands, place one on the other, and release the head onto your hands. Staying here for a moment, but again you can gently sway. Do whatever brings comfort. And there is a chance you have no idea what can bring comfort, but this is an invitation to explore and see different things until you find the right one for today. Maybe massaging your forehead on the pillow or your fists if the head is resting. After a moment, lifting your head and moving your upper body towards the left. So it's not just the right arm trying to reach as far away as possible. It's the entire upper body trying to reach the left side. It can be very gentle. Come back to center. Same on the other side. So I'm not trying to pull my left arm to reach as far away as possible. I'm placing the entire upper body onto my right leg. If your bum moves off of the floor, that's okay. Maybe you have more pillows that you can support yourself with. Come back to center. And now we can come back to the left and just try to pull that arm as far away as possible. And then coming back. Just moving the arm in the shoulder joint a few times. Come back to center and let's do the same on the right with your left shoulder. So trying to pull away and get back in. Come back to center and lift yourself back to a straight-ish sit. We're going to take very gentle twists. So maybe placing your left hand onto the right knee, maybe just right ankle or somewhere there. And very gently trying to move the upper body to the right side. Maybe your right hand wants to help you, placing it behind you, but not pulling the body. Maybe the head follows very gently, trying to take a peek behind the shoulder, back to center, other side. So if you're up for it, you might want to try twisting to the side actively first without using your hands to help you. Come back to center one more time. So just twisting my upper body, that's going to be very gentle, to the side, and then maybe placing the hands, one onto the knee, the other behind me, to twist just a little bit deeper. Again, deeper is subjective and is not always good, even though we tend to think it is. Back to center, one more time. Back to center. Perfect. Now you have three options. You can stay on the floor and lie down with your hips on that pillow that you were using, placing your legs on the sofa. The other option is to come back to lying down on the sofa using plenty of pillows in between or under your knees, like so. And the last option I'd give you, still using a pillow if you'd like to, is lying down on the sofa with your legs up in the air. The sofa I'm on at the moment is quite short, so my neck is almost off. So choose your adventure. We're gonna spend just a few moments here. Make sure you're comfortable. Maybe there's a blanket that you would like to use just to cover your entire body. Maybe there's more pillows to use. Just taking this opportunity to see how your body is feeling now after those few moments moving mindfully. And if you're up for it, I invite you to a very short shavasana in quiet and stillness, whatever stillness means for you, because maybe it is still gentle movement. Maybe your feet, your wrists, breathing naturally, whatever naturally means. So I'm gonna stop talking for a minute here. And if you'd like to stay here for longer, you can pause the video now. If not, I'm gonna tell you when that minute passes. If you'd like to stay here for longer, by all means, please do so. But if you're ready to get back to your day, you might want to invite movement to your body again if you stopped moving through your shavasana. So just moving gently your fingertips, your fingers, your wrists, ankles. And depending on the adventure that you chose, lifting yourself back up to a seat will look differently. So if your legs are up either against the sofa or the back of the sofa, move very gently to the sides, lifting yourself up with your hand and getting back up into a seat. Seeing how you're feeling now, if anything's changed. Maybe it isn't, and that's okay too. I'm gonna leave you here now. Thank you.